Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Maybe. Are we on the internet? Let's see what's going on here. It seems like we're on the internet. Seems like we're doing okay. Okay, we're going to try some new stuff today. The internet is hopefully working. I don't want to jinx myself, but it should stay functional theoretically, which is better than it was last week. The desk has moved, so we'll see how the glare gets me. We'll go from there. And yeah, the heater is functional, so my toesies aren't cold. I got a drink. I got a boy who's just hanging out. We're good. We're good, and we're gonna go. So, welcome in, everybody. It's a little early today. It's just gonna be one of those weird days, and we're gonna draw some stuff and have some fun. It is the viewer suggestion, so if you've not put your suggestion on the community post, you're very welcome to post one here in the chat. Put it on the list, roll some dice, see which ones we draw, go from there. Warm up with the rugby. Try to have a fun day. Hope everybody's weekend went well. Thank you, everybody that was here on Friday and dealt with the crazy shenanigans that was trying to get that. It feels like forever ago. It's been a weird week, to say the least. To say the least. Finished up a commission yesterday, so that was nice. Gonna try to work on the video tonight. See if I can get that done for tomorrow. I don't think I will, but I'm gonna try. The art is done. The script is going. We'll see what happens. I might just stay up tonight and get it finished. If not, probably release it on Sunday. Doot 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 doot. I do want to work on the game, but I got the playtest page working on, so we got to do a bunch of cool art for that. So maybe instead of drawing a crowd today, we'll think about a logo. I think that would be fun. Got a little bird mask here. Oh, I'm sorry. My nose is all kinds of weird today. Probably from the heater. Or I'm getting sick again, because who knows? I feel like I've been sick this entire year. But it is what it is. The Pearl Corpse. That's not too bad. Kind of like that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back. Oh goodness. Okay. Wing, wing. Bird. The bird mask. Is the bird mask relevant to this game? Slightly. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's not terrible. We can play with that. It could just be fun to draw some bird people. As you do. Or as I do, I guess. I don't know. Maybe no one else does this. This is very Final Fantasy-esque. I kind of dig that. I kind of dig that. That's good. That's a good vibe. It's good shape. Alexander, welcome in. Good afternoon from Denmark. Good afternoon from the U.S. How are you today? How was your week? How was your weekend, I suppose? I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to jump right in and start drawing stuff. A big burly German shepherd lupine barbarian with a spear and a tower shield. The AMA question, which is worse, a slod or a mind flayer? I would say the mind flayer. The slods feel kind of not want to take over the galaxy, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. I think the big thing about the mind flayers is they're, I mean, they're both like mind controlling and or taking over something, right? Like that's bad. That's the bad part of it. But with the slods, like you're getting kind of, you're dead. You're just dead, right? Like that's the slod converts you into a new thing, whereas the mind flayers kind of dominate you first and then turn you into something, and then continue trying to convert everything else and everyone you know. So that feels worse. That feels worse to me. The slod feels more like animalistic. I don't think a slod will devour an entire planet. Pretty good, thanks. Pen and paper during the weekend. Our Space Viking group, nice. Expect a large battle, but the rest of the group used diplomacy to fix that. Nice. That's always fun. It's always fun when you can kind of not correct, but like avoid some of those things. This is a boon for my buddy Lars, who he was DMing one of our games, and he let us essentially just pay off an entire fort of goblins. We're like, hey, if you guys get the hell out of here, we'll give you 500 gold. And they're like, okay. Giving players multiple ways to solve a situation is always great. Good DMing. Wait, did they say a barbarian with a tower shield? Is that a thing? I feel like that's not a thing. I do like it. Tower shields are great. Every time I've played a character with a tower shield, I'll like run and put the tower shield down, and then people just run around it. And it's like, guys, take cover. That's what it's for. It's here for cover. Another game, my Scourgeborn lost his hand to make a magic item, and then his hand was replaced by a dragon steel hand. Oh no. Not a good pen and paper. Nice. That's great. Wait, are we talking... I thought he got a dragon hand for a second. He just got a dragon steel? What is dragon steel? Like, fire metal? Okay, let's see. So if I want this shield, I want it to curve around the body. His arm's going to be somewhere like this. No, he can hike it up. But if he's hiking it up, that means the shield's probably going to be more like that. So we'll do this. I want to, 1, make him bulkier. So let's erase one of this. Get the shield. Shield's in a good place. I'm happy with that shield placement. But we need more beef. Something like that. Yeah, basically it's steel forged by a special dragon born. How you been? I've been doing okay. I got pretty sick last month. And then the internet took 2 weeks of just being hot garbage. And then that was a whole fiasco on Friday. The stream kept dying. And then it didn't die, and it was all over. But other than that, I'm doing alright. Now my nose is all crazy. I don't know if it's because of the weather. We had like hail and rain and stuff yesterday. So all the trees could just be jizzing their pants, making the pollen count crazy. Or it could be because I burned some old wood. That can sometimes make my allergies go crazy. Or it could be the heater. Or I could be sick. So I don't know. Finished a commission, working on a video right now. Hopefully we'll get that done today, if I'm lucky. Video game's getting pretty close to being playtestable. And I specifically haven't developed like a lot of the game. I've just been working on the fundamentals so it functions. So that I can let people playtest it and get like a round of what people like and dislike of it. And then go from there. So I'm really excited for that. Hopefully I'll get that out a little. I was hoping to have it out in December, but well, here we are now. So we'll see how that goes. If I give him a beard, does he look like a rat now? I think I need to look up German Shepherds. I think I did the ears wrong. Good luck showing off. Yeah, thanks. Hopefully, if people want to play it, I'll spread it around the Discord a little bit. More snoot. Less point. More slope. Bigger ears. Bigger, poofier ears is what we're missing right now, I think. It's definitely the heater. The heater just kicked on, and now my nose is starting to itch again, so. I might go take an allergy pill and try to clean this heater real quick. This dog poof your neck. Excuse me. Can't breathe. Gotta get nose fixed. Bigger. We want like Captain America sized beef right now. That might be too big. That might have actually hit too big. Get down. Yeah. You have no power here. Now that I've made him so big, the tower shield doesn't seem that big anymore. I made the tower shield too small. A femme fatale Haragon Archphage Warlock. Nice. That's a good one. I'll put it on the list. I will put it on the list. Lockmain, welcome in, by the way. How are you today? Yes, kid. You need help drawing? Oh, you drew on it with a crayon, and that doesn't come off, does it? You want to draw? Yeah. No. Okay. Do. Did I draw this arm too short? What happened here? Maybe that's alright. Okay, I can't breathe right now, so I'm gonna go take an allergy pill. I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds, and then we'll come back and we'll draw another one. We are doing the AMA stuff today. I think it'd be fun to start expanding out instead of just asking for characters. People can ask questions. It can be D&D related. It can be science related. It can be game related. I think we'll do that. I think that'll be fun. So if you have a question you want to throw out there, you want to throw out some super chat, feel free, and we will be right back We will draw some silly stuff. And we will answer some questions. Hopefully a druid or chorus will show up and give me some backup when it comes to question answering, but if not, that's fine. I'm a smart dude, I think. Mostly. I'm an idiot, but I mean, like, you know. I'm smart in compared to some other stuff. I doodle and I know things. Those are the two things I do. Whoops. I'm not going to erase that entire hand. Thumb should be up here, though. Probably add a... you know what? Might not need anything. This is pretty good. Maybe a little flurf around here. Do that. A little bit of fluff going on. Maybe around the elbow, so we know that he's a fur dog monster. And then I'm gonna go. He needs you need to see as part of his collar. Got a little. There we go. Sweet. Okay, we're back. Dad Steve, welcome in. How are you today? How's it been? Yeah, I made him way bigger, and I made his muscles bigger, and now his arm should be like over here. I think the shield needs to be like 2 or 3 times bigger than he is right now. So let's chop that up and see if we can switch it out. Do something like that. Boom. That looks much better. Okay, maybe even a little higher. Yeah. Oh, but I like seeing that little bit of ab I have there. No, we gotta move it. I think we gotta move it. Maybe we'll do that. What is new? How have you been? Ooh. Oh, that was a shadow that I just erased. Do that. Okay. Hang tight. Give me 1 second. I will be right back and we'll keep going. Burp. Got that burp. It's been a bit. Things have happened. So good, some not so good. You know, luck goes on. I know how that feels. I know how that feels. Right up the alley. Anything worth sharing? Any cool projects? Any new life extravaganza things that changed? I feel like German Shepherds have very specific color patterns, and I don't know them well enough. I should probably grab a reference, but I think we're gonna call this one here. So I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot this, put it on the Discord, and then we'll start the next one. Ba, 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 ba. That. A new big old doggo man. Back to the live stream chat. Close that. Shrink this. Ooh, it's complicated doing all this stuff. Zip, 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 zip. I should just Control X. Control Shift V. Kid, what are you ripping up over there? Okay. Rolling some dice. 2025 was rough. So not really a lot good to share, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. That's never good. That's no fun. That is no fun. It is 2026. 2025 was a rough year. Just in general. I rolled a 6. It says Kawaii Bagman. I have to remember what the Bagman looks like. That's terrible. That's terrifying and I hate it. The Bagman is pretty cool for those of you who don't know what the Bagman is. There's a creature that lives inside of the extra-dimensional spaces of bags of holding. And there's a chance that you will pull him out. Kawaii, huh? I mean, it's cute. Kawaii? I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I took Japanese. We gotta get some weird bendy bits. Well, Died Steve, I hope things are doing better now. It's the only thing we can hope for, so just keep plugging along. Is Japanese for cute? Yeah, that's not what I thought. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce it. I'd like to do more live streaming this year. Last year was I got truncated quite a bit by taking care of the kid because he was just demanding more time. Now he's a little more self-sufficient, which is great. So hopefully we can stream a little bit more. Trying to get work done. Last year I told myself I was gonna try to make a game and go and try to get it out by December, and it is now February of this year. It's not out yet. I'm not too far off, but it was a lofty goal. I think it needs to be ganglier. More gangle. Bit bumpy in 2026, but I think it's better. Nice. Good. Good. That takes time. Better is good. Takes time. Rush is bad. Yeah. Absolutely. Some things that, like, 2026 also, right at the end of Christmas, I started getting really bad. I don't know if I got sick or what. I thought my blood pressure was so high that I was getting sick. But the doctor said that, no, it's that you were probably sick. It was making your blood pressure go up. But either way, I'm on a health kick this year. That's my goal. My goal is to lose quite a bit of weight. Get back back into healthy mode, which is good. Try to start taking care of myself a little bit better. And it's been going pretty well so far, so that's good. If I can't do a diet that I can keep up with, it's not a good diet. So I'm trying a lot of fun new recipes and going a little heavier in the vegetarian department, just to try to get things set up right with the right kind of proteins and stuff. Not that I don't eat meat, I just eat a lot more vegetables. Turns out Napa cabbage is really good. You can use it for anything. Make fake noodles out of it. It has like no calories, so you can just eat a ton of it. Napa cabbage. Baby bok choy. It's really good. I've been making Brussels sprout. What I'll do is I'll make like buffalo wings, right? I'll make a few buffalo wings and then a shit ton of Brussels sprouts, like fry them or air fry them, and then put that buffalo sauce on it. Oh, so good! It's so good. It's definitely not a wing. Like, I'm not trying to make it a wing, but like, it's good. Having a lot of fun with that. Last night was my. I saved up some calories and I made a big old hoagie. A little club hoagie. That was so good. Haven't had that in a while. More gangle. Need more gangle. There we go. I have to build all of the capsules, which are like the Steam page art assets. But I've been working on the other parts of the game so much that I don't have any of those. So I'm gonna have to do a whole ton of art for the game here in the next like 2 weeks, which is great. I've been putting it off forever because I'm just like, I need to make sure the game functions first. Now the game functions. Now it's art time. Took me a year, but finally get to start doing the art. Keith, welcome in. I love Bagman design. Perfectly adding some consequences risk to such good items. Yeah, it is a really fun mechanic. I've never rolled for it. I think it's better to like make it kind of a. I'm a big fan of the Bagman like haunts a specific player. Stuff in their bag starts disappearing, or they start having nightmares that are real. You know. I love the horror aspect of it is great. It's just like something that pops up out of what is essentially a mundane item. Like the bag of holding is not super mainstream. I remember when you start playing D&D and someone tells you like, "Oh, a bag of holding." It's like, "Oh my god, that's amazing! I want it." And then after you play for a while, you're like, "Everybody needs a bag of holding right now. Everyone needs one." I'm sick of carrying your stuff. I made him too thick. I accidentally made him thick. Hold on, we can fix this. When in doubt, more gangle. More gangly. I kind of want him to be made out of bags. I'm going to make him all stitchy. He's going to have a buckle on his forehead. Because why not? Because I do what I want. Oh no, I've made something horrible and cursed. What people have been doing on YouTube? YouTube been doing alright. I know Discord is taking a poop right now because their corporate overlords are trying to do dumb stuff. But like, is YouTube still functioning? I don't know. I haven't been on Twitch in forever, which I need to start getting back on Twitch. But they're also. A demon of mine once had the bagman start dragging NPCs into the bag at night, and it eventually led to a mass paranoia in the village. That's pretty great. I like that. So's paranormal's round to the witch hunt ensues. Yeah. That sounds fun. I want to do more... I guess that's psychological thriller, or is that more horror? That might be more horror. But, I haven't done... I do a lot of dungeon horror. Like, weird creatures that are kind of in set places, then you have to go find them. But I don't do a lot of, like, psychological horror, which I think could be a lot more fun. It would be fun to do that. I'm not a big fan of, like, political intrigue, which I have some friends that are. And, so I'm very much into more session-based, like, you're here now, and then something happens, and then you kind of deal with it and leave, right? Dealing with, like, the politics of a place really make the game really hyper-focused on one area for a long time, and I haven't done that very well. Okay, how can we make this guy a little bit cuter, and then I think we're done with him. He's just a little too gangly. Maybe his fingers should be a little longer, just to make it a little more weird. Why not? What is that? Do I go big, or do I do the ooh thing? I'm gonna have to type it in. Type it into the Googles. It's the big eyes. Okay. I got you. I got you now. And then we'll even give him some pink. We'll go boop, 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 boop. I'm just here to kidnap you in the night. The buckle on the forehead is actually kind of disturbing. I don't like it anymore. It is what it is, though. Makes it look like his head is a bag. And that's kind of also terrifying. Maybe we just lean into that. What if his head looks like a bag? No, now it looks like a kappa. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. Needs a keychain? That's a good idea. I like that. Let's do the keychain. That's cool. Okay, I like that. It's a little more weird, but like I definitely like that better. Or like a zipper. Maybe he needs like a zipper tag over here. He's just made out of all kinds of weird stuff. Is he the bag man? Is he wearing a bag? It's definitely one of the weirder things I think I've drawn in a while. But that's okay. To each of their own. A bleep. Bags for days. He just needs a big backpack on his back, actually. Let's give him more backpacks. A big old rucksack. We'll just rough this in and then we'll probably call it there and start the next thing. I do like the idea that there's a lot of random monster encounters that happens when you're sleeping, right? Like that's a pretty classic place to put things, to put random monster encounters. But I really like the idea that like a pack of kobolds would essentially follow around the party members and just like try to hang out in their camp while they're asleep. Or a bunch of fae that do that, like maybe clean your shoes or stuff for you while you're asleep. It's like, that's a weird, not necessarily a combat encounter, but like just weird shit happens during the night. I think the bagman can fit right into that. Where'd my sword go? It's over here. Why is my sword in your bag? I don't know. How is it attached to him? Nobody knows. I can give it some. That's good. Straps. Straps makes more sense. He's just on a backpacking adventure. That's all. Backpacking through the multiverse and extra dimensional spaces, checking out the material plane, if you will. Okay, I think that one's done. What have I done? Is there some form of superstition that if I write Bagman in the name of a file that it infects my computer with the Bagman? Is that how cryptids work? Did I just birth that into existence? Pew. Squamp. A few weeks ago, we had 2 chimeras attack us during the night, and their damn breath weapons, they were not much HP, but still like 30 plus damage on a 3.5 character. So that's great. That's a great way to deal with that kind of stuff for a DM. I really like doing. I take high level characters and not so much de-leveling them, but just like you're dealing with them in a way that a low level encounter could deal with them. That's beautiful. Hats off to your DM. All right. Now we're getting a D12. Here we go. We got 12 left. Rolling some dice. 2. An imp gunslinger. All right. Easy enough. Christopher Wilkman. I highly doubt you have coder talent enough to do that. Watching you. To do what? Make the game? Because I agree. One good thing that comes out of 2025 is I got myself a Sona. Nice. What'd you end up with? I guess I kind of fell into the bird. The bird skull. That's the closest I have. Spider? Nice. That's a really cool one. Oh, lordy. I just now realized how crooked that guy's head is. I just rearranged my desk and I'm still not quite aligned with my desk yet. Oh well. That's fine. He's gonna be a little bit crooked. Oh, to make the bagman appear from typing the name in. Yeah. You can code the website from the bottom. That's nice. Man, back in the day, I designed a few websites, and I'm not something I ever want to do again. Not fun. To me, I don't enjoy doing it. Imp gunslinger. Okay, let's get some weird shapes. I think this imp gunslinger needs to be a funny shape. Maybe he'll look like a coffee decanter or something. Ooh, even better. Okay. We'll just put his little nose over the top here. Steve, is that something you've put art up for? You drawn said spider? Wouldn't mind seeing that. Here these days, everybody uses pre-made designs. Yeah, like I tried a Squarespace account for a little while, years ago, and it was okay. Like it worked fine, but like then they wanted like $30 a month for a website that wasn't really doing anything. It's like, I'm not gonna do that. So now I'm using what the hell's it called? Built my own. I built my own, and I don't remember what it's called. You can go there. You can go to Rookzer0.com. It should still be functional. It really just holds my link tree. I think the shop's turned off. I hope the shop's turned off. I think you can still buy some of the digital stuff, but like, nah. Kid. 1 second, be right back. Okay, we're back. I've not put anything in the Discord in a while, but I can drop it in there. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to see it. I've been really bad about bouncing around the internet lately. I mean, if I'm not working on the game or a commission, I'm playing Helldivers. Like that's all I got. That's my life right now. I need to start consuming media again. That would be nice. I just started reading the new Dresden book that came out. Super excited for that. I'm gonna do that on my daily walks. I guess I walk too because of the whole new trying to be healthy thing. My pen broke. What happened? Uh-oh. Did Discord die? Am I still on the internet? F's in chat? What's going on here? I'm gonna restart Aggie. See if that fixes it. It does see your shop is still up. Tried with the sticker pick. Oh, really? That's not good. Hopefully, if anybody's tried to buy anything in the last who knows how long, it will ping me. But, thought I disabled all my sticker packages. Uh-oh. I can't even sign into... Skull package. Yeah, the fire. Oh, there's a bunch here. I will... I'll look into that today to make sure that no one has tried to order stickers and not gotten them. If people do want stickers, just message me directly. I will send you whatever stickers you want. I can't draw on this tab. What's happening here? Did I lock something? What if I make a new layer? Yeah, okay, weird. I don't know what I did, but that layer is just broken now. You know what that means? Draw it again. Here we go. Okay. I don't know how I did that. This is going to be a very Lorwyn-esque goblin imp. Imps need horns because they are demons. Do something like that. Bleep, 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 bleep. Ooh. I tried to log into the website and it's not happy. It is not happy. What happens if I add this to the cart? View my cart. It does look like that still works. Noted. Incorrect password. Great. Great. Well, that's the thing I gotta figure out. Lorwyn! Yeah. I'm probably not going to get any of the Lorwyn cards, which bums me out a little bit. Unless they like get like a Costco bundle or something. I've been getting the itch. I'm getting the Magic the Gathering itch, but I have no money. So, so it's been easy to not buy them. I was at Costco the other day, and they had like a I had a bunch of old Spider-Man ones. I say old, like a year old at the most. Have you played the Lore and Eclipse yet? I haven't. I want to. It looks fun. Some really cool cards in there. Yes, kid. Oh, you want some juice?
Sure.
You want some juice? Okay. I'll be right back. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay. Try that again. This feels very spy versus spy, which is totally fine. Oh, juice has, yeah. He loves his juice. He doesn't get that much, which is good. It's a good little treat. It's a good little treat. Do. Ah. See what Diet Steve posted here. Nice. That's super cool. Web looks great. I like the thorax. Speckling color looks good. Yeah, that's cool. That looks really good. Reminds me of the episode of Supernatural where the toddler just needs the juice so badly that they get locked in the fridge by a ghost. Ooh, yeah, don't do that. Don't blame fridges. Fridges are dangerous. I mean, they're less dangerous now, but still. I think when I was growing up, like, there were a lot of horror stories of kids getting locked in fridges because they all had, like, mechanical latches that only latched on the outside. Not good. Not good, don't do that. Weep. Oop, there we go. Back. Yeah, Boggarts from Lawrence, hands down, best goblins in Magic the Gathering. Boggarts are pretty good. Boggarts have some fun things going for them. Okay, hear me out. I like this little imp. What if he's got a billion arms? What if we just fill this in black? We fill this in black. Like that. And give him little feeties. Give him a tail. Because imps need tails. They need wings, too. Ooh. Disconnected wings. Why not? I'm a fan of disconnected wings. I think they're interesting. We'll make them more just a shape than an actual attached to the thing. A monk gunslinger, yeah. Way of the 1,000 fistful of dollars. Yeah, that's how we do it. I gotta make my kobold gunslinger one of these days. I keep forgetting, but I really want to make Gad Flamesnoot, who is a draconic kobold, so he's got a fire breath. But the trick to it is that he only uses the shotguns that have the flame breath ammunition. So he only shoots in cones. He only has cone attacks. It's fun. 2 double barrel shotguns, so he gets bang, 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 bang. He has to reload. Super good. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's super fun. I did some art of him a while back. I have that somewhere. I really like this guy. I really like this guy. Dodge this. Dodge this, you filthy cash. Oh, man. I don't know why that meme always gets me every time I think about it. Alright, that boy's done. If Died Steve is not still in the chat, I will message you on Discord, but great job. I never know if people want me to share their art on stream. I think it would be fun to do like some art streams where we just focus on I mean, we always do art, but like focus on other people's art, talk about people's art. I think that'd be neat. We've drawn 2 imps this year. Bloop, 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 bloop. Reach. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. Boo, ba-doop, 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 ba-boo.
Hello?
How's it going?
I was like, do you not hear me?
Yeah, I'm streaming it early today because, well, reasons.
No, I said hello like a second ago and I didn't hear anything. So I was like,
sorry. I just now heard you. Welcome in. How are you?
all right.
I'm going to roll some dice here. 4. Half red dragon, half ribbon eel, who's more or less a demigod, breathing fire through their noses. Technically bard warlock. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think I posted about this in the live stream, right? Jump rope. Oh man, I want to talk about this with you, but it's political. Do you ever listen to? Let me see if I can find it. The liberal rednecks.
Yeah.
Okay. I watched one of their podcasts this morning because Jump Rope wanted me to watch it, and there was they had a guy, a guest on there that they don't usually have guests apparently, but
Yeah.
he was nutty, nutty and terrifying, and I'm just like, man, we should talk about that later. Right now I got to draw an eel. What's a ribbon eel look like? Have you gotten to play an eel yet?
Ribbon? No. I mean, I've played a little bit of it, but I don't have the PlayStation. So.
Gotcha. I looked up a ribbon eel, and this is the image I got. How am I going to turn this into a dragon? What does that even eat?
I mean, it's halfway there.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, like, you're not wrong. But, like, it's just a sock puppet. I had the most, it's not the most insulting thing. I'm being hyperbolic. I was trying to be hyperbolic, but then I changed my mind. I ate some anchovies yesterday because it's super healthy for you, which is great. Except they're very salty. But anyways, and I was eating them, and I ate one, and it like stabbed me in the throat, and I was like, "You son of a bitch!"
Yeah, they got bones in them, don't
They got bones in them. Yeah, they do. It's just like the tiniest piece of crap just shanked me in the neck. Not cool.
They eat small fish and crustaceans such as shrimp. That's what they eat.
Living in the ocean is the worst. Like, if you want to do like cosmic horror, or thank you for bringing me the drill bits I forgot to put away yesterday. I appreciate that. I will hide that from you now. if you want to do cosmic horror or like eldritch horror, just pretend you live on a reef for your campaign. Just like eels and, I mean, hell, shrimp seem pretty chill because they just eat like plankton and stuff. But there are some things that are shrimp-like. The crabs would eat you, right? Like giant crabs would eat you. Guys, you still here?
I mean, they do.
Yeah.
Like if you die in a body of water, like the ocean, the crabs are going to eat you.
No. I'm saying like before you die. You're correct. Like I don't want to counter that. You are correct. They do eat us if we die. But like, if you weren't paying attention and a crab was big enough, it'd just walk up and eat you. Like, he doesn't care. That's an interesting conundrum, though. Does Cthulhu need to eat? Does Cthulhu eat anything? Do we only catch him like during a nap?
Probably not.
Just exists through dreams.
Yeah.
It snowed and hailed yesterday. That was unexpected.
It was a sunny, pleasant day here.
It was yesterday in the morning.
Like
I went for a walk.
today, it's really like dark and cloudy and kind of stormy looking. So
Weather's been weird lately.
it's the late winter, early spring weather.
Yeah.
It's always weird.
My birthday is next month, and growing up in Idaho, March weather was kind of hit and miss. So like some years I would get like summer pool toys, and other years I would get like snow paints. It's always really weird. It probably only snowed a few times on my birthday, but it happens. It has happened. Okay, what else can I do to this guy to make him more dragon-esque?
Scales? I don't know.
Just breathing fire. Do you have a Steam machine, or you just have a old laptop?
I have a Steam machine.
You do, okay.
Or I have a Steam Deck and a laptop.
Okay. Trying to make sure the game is set up so that people can test it. I think I have to do something special for the Steam Deck. I'm not sure.
You have. I think you essentially just have to make sure it has controller viability.
Yeah. Kid, will you go sit down, please? Can you go sit down? No. Nope, just wants to stand. Don't forget to upload the video. Yeah. body is blue, the fins are yellow, but if I squint my eyes, they are the same value. Okay. That doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. Bah! I have to say, that eel's face reminds me a lot of kobolds. Yeah, kobolds are, it does look like a kobold. If you take an eel and you put dragon horns on it, it becomes a kobold. Like, I think that's what we discovered today. Have you been able to watch your brother play Neo or anything?
A little bit when he's brought the PlayStation into the living room.
Kind of wanted to get your vibe on the game.
I mean, I like it.
It's good.
I don't know if you would like it.
That doesn't matter. I have quite a few friends that are playing it that say they seem to like it. So
Yeah, it's definitely a game made for Neo fans, people who really enjoyed the second and first game. Like it. There's a lot of returning yokai bosses. So,
gotcha.
like from the first game.
I think I played the first game, but I don't remember it. So I must
The first game, I don't like the first game. It is like needlessly like hard.
It was
And
very
like I think
Souls-like.
it was like it was probably the most like Souls-like of them.
Okay.
And 2 was like kind of its own, still very Souls-like and everything, but very much its own thing. The third one is much more like 2 in that vein.
So the second one was you could transform into the demon, right? Like, had the weird demon pop.
And in the first game, you had like a living weapon, which that's what they call it, where you like essentially shove the spirit into your weapon and it transforms.
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't play the first one.
But like there was no reason to ever go into it. It was just it didn't do much of anything, so people just never really used it.
Okay, I think I'm done with this bad boy. I hope I read this right, that this was supposed to be a dragon version. I'm kind of reading between the lines of what was posted in the shared chat. In case the dice gods, choose my viewer suggestion of the half red dragon, half ribbon eel demigod. This was the more humanoid version of the form drawn. Okay, yeah. So I assume this is supposed to be like the
Wanting a more animal version.
Yeah, I hope I read that right. And the Dami beans.
But like sort of the I guess you could say the main gimmick of the third Neo game is you have style shifting, as they call it.
Style shifting.
So
okay.
you have samurai style and you have ninja style.
That's right. You were telling me about this. Okay.
And so ninja, you have obviously access to like auto refilling ninjutsus, which is nice. So you don't always have to be resting at a shrine.
That sucked in the second game. Like, It's like, I want to do a cool ninja build. It's like, you get 25 throwing stars, and then you're fucked. And it's like, dang it.
Yeah. But, so, there's that, and you actually, like, can, like, attack more, because your attacks do, like, take less, damage to use, but, like, you don't do as much hard physical damage as if you were, say, in the samurai.
So
You also have, like, certain weapons are only for ninjas and others are for samurai. So they do share some weapon categories, like swords, dual swords, are both in samurai and ninja. But
makes me think that they went more of a...
and you can, like, ideally you would probably be using, like, both, like, for different situations, but, like, it's also made where, like, do you just want to play a ninja? Play a ninja.
That's good. That's good.
Or if you just want to play samurai, be a samurai.
Something that I kind of love and hate with game design is when they make a game that has kind of separate modes of play, but neither of them are required, and so one of them just kind of falls off. And like Helldivers had this problem for a little while. They're like, there's a stealth mechanic. It's like, this is a game about guns and like squad tactics. Well, I don't want to do stealth. I just don't want to use it. And so all the stealth stuff just falls
in
away.
this case, like, both, you can sneak in both samurai and ninja stance and do assassinations. But like, so like sometimes being in ninja stance is like easier to take care of certain enemies. There's these wasps that fly, like yokai wasps. They're so annoying to deal with. But like, if you have like a couple throwing stars, you can just pop them and go on about your day.
Nice. That's good.
Because they're just so, because they're really hard to like attack, because they just like bob and weave like a wasp would do.
Sure.
And if you're like using a weapon that doesn't have a lot of like vertical attacks,
sorry to go back to Helldivers. Something that the developers just did is they came out with a new monster type, and the reason it's such a pain in the ass to deal with is because it will like side saddle. Like it'll just sidestep every now and again, and so it'll be running at you and just be like whoop, and you're like crap. And it always does it like right when you shoot a rocket or something big, and it's just like, nope, don't want to do it. It's like, you stupid piece of crap. All right, natural one: gnome, ranger, druid, animal tamer, riding on top of a swarm of birds. I don't know how that works, but we'll figure it out.
Maybe he has like a bunch of little strings tied to him.
Just hanging by some ropes.
I feel like that's a magic card, to
I
be
think
honest.
that is a magic card. Like now I gotta look.
It's wacky enough to be a magic card.
Yeah. Goblin, Magic the Gathering, balloons, string,
Or maybe like,
bird, flying.
or maybe like a hobbit or a Kiskin or something like that.
Let's see. There's a goblin with fake wings tied to its arms. That's a good one. What's this? Goblin Balloon Brigade. That's a really old, fun card. It's garbage, but like, that's sometimes not the point, you know. I forgot about the Goblin Kaboomist. On your turn, put a landmine in the field. You can blow it up at any time. At the end of your turn, flip a coin. If you fail, it blows up. Okay, gnome. Ooh, why am I in purple? Yeah, we can do purple. Did you ever finish your Lorwyn deck?
Oh no, I didn't bother messing with one.
This does absolutely feel like something I've seen before.
Yeah.
If anybody can find this on the internet, please do so. He's a druid. He needs horns. That's the rule.
Yep.
We'll give him a little wizard hat. Wait, is this from Shrek? Did Pinocchio do this? This is the problem with the aphantasia I have, is like, sometimes I will draw things, and it will be something I have seen before, but I can't tell, like, I don't know what it is until I finish drawing it. So what am I doing? What is this? Like, oh, whoops. That is 100% just Bluey. Maybe he needs like goggles. That would make more sense. I like how wall-eyed he is, but goggles would be better suited. How did Saturday's game go?
I'm gonna be honest, I barely remember Saturday.
Because of reasons, or just
For any particular reason, I've been out of it.
I think it went well for the party, but like I don't know if a lot happened.
I feel like not much happened. We beat the Bomberman puzzle.
Right.
And then we were almost getting ready to walk into presumably another encounter.
That's
and
right.
it's like, oh no. So I was a tiny tad annoyed with Jumper. Like, don't go.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Hang on. But yeah.
I was trying to instill the fear of those bombs into everybody's hearts, but everyone's just like, let's just blow them all up. It's like, oh, okay. Last time I ran that, I killed like 3 people. It was bad.
I mean, you brought me down to half health,
Yep.
so, and I think I had the most health out of anyone.
I did kill Druid's horse. Druid's robot
Errol
horse.
has probably more health than I do.
How much damage did we do? Like 120 some damage to the
It was more than that, I think.
to the
It might
robot
be
with
that, but yeah,
60 health.
it was a lot.
That was a lot. That's kind of what happened to the last time I played too. Is one of my friends. The idea was for people that don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Is I basically made Bomberman an encounter. The video game Bomberman. So it's a square room. It's got pillars that you can hide behind all over the room. And then every round, little kobolds on wheeled motorcycles will drive forward, drop a bomb, and then at the top of the round, those bombs exploded across, Bomberman style. One of my friends ran up and essentially grabbed the bag of bombs and stuffed a live bomb in it, and then just bear hugged the guy and blew up. And it was like, okay, you successfully defeated that. That's way too much damage. I was
Yep.
running a much higher campaign, so it was several hundred points of damage. And I was like, technically you're just down? He's like, no. That character's gone now. Like, just gone. Just gone. I'm like,
They
okay.
rise.
Okay. By the
Like that
rules.
cement truck from Mythbusters.
Yep, just boop. Boop, stopped existing. But yeah, I tried.
Yeah,
I'm like, we can. By the rules, you're technically just down. You don't take damage past that. And he's like, nope. I went out on my terms. That's fine. I'm like, okay, it's all right. Make a new character. We'll start next week.
So, I think the new rules is if you take damage equal to your hit points, you're just dead.
So there's the old. I would like to see that, like, because the old massive damage rules was an optional thing you could do. Because old school Pathfinder, if you have 20 hit points and you reach 0, you're unconscious. And then once you reach your Constitution score, which could be 20, negative 20, you die. That's when you die. Every round you bleed out until you reach your con score. And then the massive damage rules was if you ever take your health in damage, and sometimes I've seen it say half your health in a single hit, you have to roll to save to see whether or not you explode. Like, if you... But the problem with that was, and the reason that it sucked, was that if you're taking 20 points of damage here, and now you have to roll a save for it, the problem is that it was equal to the amount of damage you took. So if you take 60 damage, how the hell are you supposed to make a save for 60 points of damage without rolling a natural 20 and just auto-succeeding?
Yeah.
And so it was rough.
Yeah. So with instant death, there are two ways for it to happen. Abilities with death effects.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you I think often if you crit fail those, you're just gone.
Yeah, you just die
without even taking any wounds. You're just on the floor.
Yeah, that's what basically the massive damage was a death effect. So it's just like,
but there is also massive damage. It's its own thing.
Okay.
And it's you die instantly if you ever take damage equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points in one blow.
Okay, double your maximum hit points. And that was always really funny because you think about
so theoretically some of our squishier characters that could happen to them respawn.
Yeah, I mean a level 1 wizard could fall 10 feet and die. Right? That is a legitimate thing that can happen. Not so much in Pathfinder anymore because
you die.
Yeah, because normally, let's say you have a con of 10, right? If you are a wizard, you get your racial stats, which is usually a D8 plus maximum 4. So you usually have about 12 hit points. But back in the day, if you were a wizard with a con of 10 or a con of 8, all of a sudden you have 4 hit points at the most. The best you can do is 4. You fall 10 feet, take 8 damage, dead. It's just what happened to Trogdor the Fire Flamer? Well, he tripped and it just died. Just straight up died. Vagabond T. Nice. Welcome in. I like the name. How are you today? Welcome in. We're drawing a gnome being carried by birds. A gnome druid being carried by birds.
Very Swarmkeeper-esque.
That's what I dig. Jump Rope has this ongoing character, which I don't think she has built for you guys. That is the Bee Wizard. The Bee Wizard is really funny. And Kevin the Necromancer once put the Bee Wizard in the game as a villain, just as kind of like a fun nod to Jump Rope. Mm-hmm. And he had her fly in on a giant bee, and I'm like, no, just coat full of bees, man. Why not just have them levitating around and you just hear buzzing?
They do have a Swarmkeeper Ranger, not Ranger, but archetype in 2E, so
it could be
doable.
We could make the Bee Wizard happen. I kind of want to do a.
They also added a Swarm Eidolon.
I heard about that. Yeah, like you summon a spiritual swarm of things, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yep.
I like the Eidolon concept.
Not so much spiritual. They are like physical creatures.
Okay, so that's an interesting thing that we can talk about, because like, so to me the Eidolons they're summoned things, right? But they're not ethereal in the way that other summoned creatures are, right? Like,
yeah.
They're so let me specify. In old D&D, when a ranger summoned woodland creatures, you called forth squirrels from the trees, like they were squirrels. Yeah. And then in, I think, 4th edition or 3.5, they had to come from somewhere, and so it was kind of wishy-washy of like, if you aren't in a place where you could summon tigers. Yeah, exactly. If you can't summon a tiger in a dungeon because there's no tigers there, you can't do that. And it's like, that's stupid. And then people started coming up with like, I open a realm of portals that's, a world of tigers and summon tigers. And that, I think, for 5th edition turned into, you conjure a creature from the weave, and it's not a real creature at that point. It's just a conjured construct that you made. Whereas Eidolons, I think, are supposed to be, you are summoning a specific creature from somewhere.
Yeah.
And so whether it's a spirit or...
There's some vaguity to it.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're not going to like put a hard and fast, like, oh, it has to be this and nothing else.
Yeah, okay.
But like, so a lot of the primal Eidolons, so Eidolons that are like tied to primal magic, they're described as like their home plane is the universe. So like the material plane. So like you are dragging something from another point of the world to you and making a bond with it. But like angels, like the angel Eidolon, they're described as kind of being like lesser angels, sort of like they're not like a particular type of angel.
You're
like
giving it power, not angel. That it inherently is powerful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like you also got like the dragon one. But yeah, it's some of them are definitely more like spiritual entities. But like the ones that are like tied to like the primal magic tend to be the most kind of physical of them.
One of my friends played an Eidolon summoner that summoned a giant fox spirit. That was pretty cool. I really liked that concept. That was a fun character. We didn't get to play that campaign very much, though. I don't think you were here earlier. I really want to play Flame Gadsnoot in a game.
I am surprised we've not run into this.
I mean, he's always a joke character, and he exists in the world that you guys are playing in, but you just, like, we're not at that part of the world yet. So, like, there's no reason to bring him up. And I don't know if we'll ever get there, but if you ever do like a water run a campaign, or if Jump Rope runs a campaign, I might play him as a gunslinger. That could be fun. The Kobold of Cone attacks. Kobold of Cone. That's pretty... Oh my god. Cone of Kobold, it should be a spell. I have to write that down. Cone o Kobold. That might be the next YouTube short that comes out. We'll see what happens.
There's like, for some reason I'm thinking of there's a spell in the new Dragon book called Horde of Underlings. Kind of makes me think of.
Did you say horn? Horn of Underlings?
Horde.
Horde of Underlings.
Horde.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll look that up too. Look that up. You good, kid? I think this kid needs some snacks. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I think I'm about done with this bad boy. I don't know what else to do for him. Maybe he needs some, like... I was going to say druid drip, but that sounds weird. He needs, like, some leaves or something in his hair.
Technically accurate.
Technically correct. Mimic missiles. Magic mimics. All right, we'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Horde of underlings. I like it. Oh, I drew it on the wrong layer. As it happens. The gnome. How long have we been going here? About almost 2 hours. Doing all right today. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I hit the wrong button. All right, we can probably do at least one more. Let's try it. Let's try again. What do we got? A 4. Do you do any other theatrical things other than voices and music when DMing? Like throwing of hats at different NPCs, acting on scene, or messing with lights? Ooh, that's a good question. So that's something I also wanted to do here is just start like letting people throw questions into the viewer suggestions. So we can do that. And I will roll for the next one as we talk about that. So blip, 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 blip. Tiefling dancer with a giant ring blade chakram. That sounds pretty cool. So I'm becoming a lazy DM.
Lazy?
What? Impossible. No, I used to do tons and tons of voices and like get really enthusiastic about it. But yeah, I've kind of stopped doing that in partially because I don't have time to think about it. And partially because of like just I'm so tired now. So tired these days that I get exhausted very easily when I'm playing D&D. But I used to, when I played in person specifically, I was a big fan of props. And not like I'm a wizard, not to get a wizard stick, but like I would give my players props. I would give them things to augment their characters, so they're like, okay, every time you attack you have to pull something out of this bag or out of this box. Or I would give them physical puzzles to solve. I think that was really fun. But when it comes to like theatrics, I very much like to just tell people the scene and then let people go with it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now these days. Oh, that was another question. Nice. I have a goblin voice that I like doing. I have the rugby voice, which I like doing. All of my guards are slightly British. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of trying to do voices anymore. I'm a fan of tone. I think tonality is important. Each character should kind of have a different tone so that you can distinguish them. That's important to me. I'm also a wet blanket when it comes to people having weird voices for their characters. I think the other part of it is I'm okay with some voices, but for some reason I get really cringed out when people try to do accents. and it always feels weird to me. Yeah, and I don't have a good reason for that. It's just, it's completely on me. It's completely on me.
I got nothing bad.
What's that? You got nothing to
I said
add?
I have nothing bad.
Yeah. I've had some conversations with people about it in the past.
Yeah.
About some... I play with a lot of new players. It's something else that I do a lot more. Like, when I play with my big group of friends, the people that I play with for like 10 years, you know, I'm less about it. I care less about it because they don't do too much crazy stuff. But when I sit down at a table and someone pulls out like a really thick Scottish accent or something for their character, I'm like, is that what you want to do for the next possibly 10 years? It's just like, good point. And then they stop doing it. So I definitely think D&D is a great place to do that kind of stuff. If it's something you're into and you want to get better at and want to try. But I also think if you're going to do that, then, you know, put the time and effort into it. And like right now, I'm too tired to try to do that anymore. So I just don't do it. A really great example of me doing that was in the Tower of Ashfont. There was a level. This is an old campaign we were running with the Patreon group. There were two brothers, two goblin brothers that had a farm that was like split in half, and it was Billy Bob and oh man, Billy Bob and Bo Bidley. It was Billy Bo and Bo Bidley, and they both sounded exactly the same, and it broke my players. So not only were their names the same, they were the same character too. Like they were both accusing the other brother of stealing their shit, and that was the whole story. Was you were trying to solve this little tiny mystery of like what the hell's happening to their ducks. One of them had ducks. One of them had what are those things called? Abyssal chickens? Yeah, one of them had abyssal chickens, one of them had ducks, and they both sounded exactly the same. And it was mass chaos. It was mass chaos. So I definitely think having separate voices can be really important in situations like that.
Yeah.
I do need to play one game or two where I just let my players be as weird as they want with their voices. I say let, but like my players can definitely have voices. I just give them shit for it. Maybe that's not right of me to do. Lars will constantly pick like characters from Warcraft, which is great. Like if you need a voice, pick a character whose voice you hear a lot, or like someone that you like watch a lot of stuff with. So, the like, what you buying, what you selling, or the goblins from Warcraft. Like I can do the goblin voice pretty well. But that's smart. But then sometimes it's like maybe your character shouldn't be a Jamaican guy. It's out of place. I'm confused. So, who knows? Props, though. Props are the good things. I would really suggest getting more props in your games. If you have access to a printer, print out everything. Print out everything. Here's a map. Here's the puzzle. Here's a letter. Like that was a real fun one. Doing the... And Corvus, if you do want to ever run Rise of the Rune Lords, I think I have all the printouts. Somewhere on my computer so that you can like throw it in the Discord to give somebody like, here's the letter that you guys got. I love doing that. That's super fun. I like to make my kobolds and goblins talk in 3 or 4 word sentences, like whose line is it? Makes them sound off but not stupid. That's fun. Just remove all the conjunctions from your sentences. What you doing, kid? One of my favorite, I just remembered this. Kevin the Necromancer was playing, was DMing a game for his family, and I was just kind of like, I was listening to it because he was recording it, and then he'd like, here, listen to this, tell me what you think, and give me some tips because it's the first time I'm DMing. And at one point he got to a point where he was trying to have a Bushido style samurai be the guard of this town, and it was really funny because he started describing this character and all he was, and he said something to the effect of, like, he starts talking to one of his other officers, because he was like the chief of police essentially, but he's speaking to him in Japanese, and his players just like what's Japanese? What does Japanese mean? Is there a language in this universe? And like they gave him shit because 2 of them could speak Japanese and Kevin couldn't. And so he would just start talking at the character in Japanese, and Kevin would be like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. He's like, oh, you said he could speak Japanese. And I think that was really funny because Kevin wanted to put some flavor into this character, but it's not something that he could physically do. And the players just ate him up for it. It was really funny. So I always kind of appreciate that. I think that's great. I think that kind of stuff is good. Like describing, like, oh, this character's talking with a really thick accent, or they have a certain drawl or a lisp or something to that effect that you don't want to replicate yourself, but like giving the flavor of the character to the players. That's really good. I like
it. Which that kind of reminds me of, so I was actually reread listened to some of the books I was talking about, and in the one called the Long Game, one of the characters, he's Russian, and like when he is talking to everyone else, the narrator is speaking with a vaguely Russian accent.
Okay.
But when he is speaking Russian, like actual Russian with someone else who's Russian, they drop the accent.
Yeah.
And just like a plain, I was like, that's a clever way of like denoting like he's not speaking English in this moment. He doesn't have an accent because he's just speaking his language.
I think,
like, huh.
Liam did that, I think, in one of the Mighty Nine episodes, right?
Yeah.
Like, Jester could speak Zimnian all of a sudden, and he's just like, no, I'm speaking perfect Zimnian. I thought that was really funny. I always think that it's strange when you watch a show and the people are talking with like a French accent or something, but it's like they shouldn't have that accent. Like, this is a second-hand translation because it's supposed to be all in Japanese, but we're watching it in English, and now they have a French accent. It's just like, but that's the world we live in, right? So there is some connectivity there.
Yeah, because like I know early, not super early, but like in the 2000s when they were like really taking off of dub.
Yeah.
They would like look at the accent of the Japanese that's being used and then correlate it with another like American accent.
Sure. Yeah.
Because like Joey Wheeler isn't from Brooklyn in Yu-Gi-Oh! But like his accent sort of is that would be like the equivalent of like a city New Yorker, Brooklyn.
So like they're trying to find a Japanese like colloquialism accent and compare it to an English something similar that English would have.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, I like that. That's smart.
Because like, in a lot of anime I've seen, like there's always at least one person who speaks with like what's referred to as a kansai, a dialect or accent, and it either gets kind of translated either as sort of like a almost like how can I say it?
Orange
like,
is a good example of that, I think.
What is it?
Orange from Final Fantasy XIV.
Mm-hmm.
He is when the English dub of it, he just sounds like a kind of a snotty, weird dude. It's just like, why does he talk so strange? And one of my friends was telling me, like, well, in the Japanese, he's speaking in like super proper Japanese, that like to the point that no one speaks like that. And so translating that to English, they just try to make him sound really, really like he uses too long words. He uses words that are too big or too grand for the thing. And so it doesn't make sense in English, but in Japanese it makes a lot more sense. It's just like it's kind of an interesting way to look at it.
That like so like there's different accents that will get kind of like correlated to like an American accent. So like sometimes the Kansai dialect is like either given like a really kind of country Texas accent,
Okay.
which is really weird, or like sometimes a city accent, like yo. Like this is weird, but I guess it works. But like, it's like there's standard Japanese, which is the Tokyo dialect, and then you have a bunch of regional dialects, and they are all kind of like Goku speaks with one, and like it's very much like when they hear that accent, you're supposed to think Goku is a country bumpkin,
Okay.
a dumb head.
I constantly think about that when I see the little clips of like people saying how dumb Goku is, but it's like, yeah, he's kind of dumb.
Yeah,
He
is a country bumpkin.
Yeah. I hate it when they give people from Osaka a Texas accent. It is weird.
Which is why they would do that, because Osaka is in the Kansai region. But it's weird. Because like I was watching this anime called Food Wars. It's weird. I wouldn't recommend it. But in the dub, there's a character. Her family, they all speak with like kind of like Texas dialect, or like with a southern drawl, and she's like, "Why is this the thing?" And she doesn't speak with it, and it's like, "Oh, it's because she's from like a small fishing town, and so like we need to give them a country bumpkin accent." I was like, I mean, you didn't have to, but okay.
There's a little bit of like, I think part of my cringe is a lot of times it is
It's sometimes border on being offensive.
yeah, I mean it's just maybe not even offensive, but just like, I don't know if insensitive is the right word, but just like you don't need to do that.
No.
But I do think there's also that side of it that like should French exist in D&D? Like, no, it shouldn't.
mean,
but neither should English. Like that's the problem. And who was it that said this? It's a quote we've brought up before. It might have been Brandon Sanderson talking about Tolkien, and maybe Tolkien said it too. But like anything you read that is fantasy, at some point is translated to English so you can read it. Like that's the way you should think about it. And so yeah, like,
yeah,
like all the hobbits have hobbit
they
names.
wear like Frodo is not Frodo's name, but it's a English transliteration of his hobbit name.
That being said, there's no version of Lord of the Rings that is written in Hobbish. Like that's,
Yeah.
but that's how Tolkien wanted people to know. It's like, oh yeah, no, they have Hobbit names, and he knew them, and they're written down somewhere. But like,
Yeah.
he very much was like, oh, the only reason you guys can read this now is because somebody found the original and translated it, because that's the kind of nerd he was.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. I think that's great. So that's why a lot of the times when people like, especially the traditional, hey, it's a fantasy world, so I need to either speak in Old English or Irish or something. It's like, you could just speak normally, because the language is, doesn't exist. So I'm gonna give goblins Brooklyn accents sometimes, because I think it's funny, and I think that's fine too.
Yep.
Box's Boston and New York accents should make more sense. Osaka is a city. Oh, interesting. So you're saying like Osaka is too generalized, but I don't know if that's the case. Like, Idaho has 2 or 3 different vernaculars, but they're subtle. And like Minnesota, I guess Minnesota's still pretty big. There's not a lot of people in Minnesota though. Like, that's the problem. There's a lot of people in Osaka. My main in WoW was Goblin for many years. Nice. I played long before the goblins existed, so I do not have a goblin character.
Yeah, it's like all orcs in Warhammer all speak with like footballer Cockney accents.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. And like they even like talk about like there even is like an official like guide for Warhammer, like fantasy at least. Like, these are the different accents of the Empire. They never use them.
Funny.
Like, no, they're all supposed to either sound like some form of like Germanic accent or like Eastern European. And the only time you ever hear like accents are like when it's sown from like Kislev, which is like the vaguely Polish, Slavic country to the north, or Britannia, which is French. Mm-hmm. And it's a really bad French accent.
Yeah. I really love The Expanse is sci-fi, right? It's not really fantasy, but like extrapolating the characters for The Expanse, a whole bunch of them, like a lot of the Belters are like Creole, which I think is really funny. And like Firefly went a different direction, and they were like, oh yeah, no, like they're saying that a lot of the people that left Earth were from China because there's so many of them, so Chinese should be more of the main dialect of space. And like, that's a cool way to look at it too. And so when you're thinking about Galarian or Faerun, you really should be thinking in chunks of like this area, right? So you have a dwarven city. Everyone there should probably have the same accent, unless they're from out of town. Like, maybe they just moved there. So, and so I think once again, as a DM, like, it's hard to make all the voices sound the same. But if you do want to do an accent, you kind of got to do that accent a lot. I think it's got to be everywhere. I played since vanilla, started as a troll, changed to goblin. Nice. That's the way to do it. That was the way to do it. Trolls are the best. Trolls are the best. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Probably can't draw this much booty on YouTube. We get yelled at.
What booty?
Exactly. I don't know why I went pleats. Pleats doesn't fit quite right. do some nice floofs in here. Da, 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 da. Jabberwockies exist. Kind of as a fun side note. I have never actually looked at the Jabberwockies in Pathfinder. They are primordial dragonkin, if I understand it correctly. They were the dragons.
I just know they're from the first world.
Yeah, so they're older than most things, made by the first ones, which whatever they were, like the old gods, I guess.
Well, the first world was created by the gods as like a template for.
Oh, okay.
So like that's why like the first world is similar to the material world, but like it's wacky.
Okay. Something I
It's
thought
like
was
their whiteboard.
okay. That makes a lot more sense. So it's a primordial earth. That's great. That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
Something I thought was cool about the Jabberwockies is that they are essentially dragons, but their home plane is whatever plane they are currently on. That's just like
that's funny.
That's a weird sentence. That's a weird sentence, and I dig it. I think it's really cool. So like, apparently you can't banish. Yeah, I can't banish a Jabberwocky.
Yeah. Like there's Jabberwockies, and then there's also Lenorms, which are also from the first world.
Okay.
And Lenorms are like they have long serpentine bodies and like 2 arms, and like they don't have legs. And there's like a essentially a archfey. They call him like the eldest, who claims to be the first of all dragons, and he's just a big, massive, like world serpent Lenorm.
Gotcha.
But all dragons kind of reject his like claims to being the first dragon. But even they're like, we ain't gonna tell that to his face, though.
Jump Rope has a really good Drake deck from Magic, and there's a Drake card that I love, and it says all Drakes claim to be dragons until the dragons show up. And I love that. I love that idea of just like Drakes being kind of sub dragons, and I think Loonworms are kind of in that same area too, of just like,
Yeah.
if you saw it, you'd be like, oh, that's a dragon. I don't think dragons would agree with you. There's something very different. Okay, this boy is starting to spin out. He's tearing at the books, so I think we need to go for a walk. Go burn some energy off. I think we're about done here, though. We've done a pretty good job today. We got a full page of crap. Yep, and there goes the blocks. Okay. Just dumps them all over the floor. Too much TV today, kid. Too much TV today. Oh, I forgot to do the hair. Hold on, let me do the hair. I feel like I kind of accidentally drew a satyr instead of a tiefling. Maybe it's the nose? Oh, and the ears. I gave him goat ears. That's okay. Tieflings can have goat ears. But yeah, we'll probably call it here after this. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. All right. I think we are done there. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. Thanks for the wonderful suggestions. Thanks for the great questions. We will be back on Friday. The internet held out, which is great. That's a step in the right direction, even though I still am very upset with Comcast. We'll see how that goes. What else? I'm working on the video. We'll probably do that for the rest of the day. I'm going to try to get the game stuff kind of set up quickly, I hope. Like I say every time, but here we go. We'll start making some stuff. Hopefully have a Steam page up in a few days, which would be awesome, so people can see that and see what we're working on. Upload the video before leaving. Yes, upload the video. Share it with your friends. Go watch one of the old videos and just share it with everybody you know and watch it a bunch. Get some views on those. Kid, you don't need to open. Whatever. He opened a box of toys, and then instead of, I thought he dumped it out, but no, he just jumped inside of it. So now he's just sitting in a box of blocks. So that's fun.
Good for him.
I built him a rock wall yesterday. I got a board with a bunch of those little like hand grips that I screwed into the board. It took him about 5 minutes, and he has mastered it already. So it's like, okay, this kid is a monkey. It's great. He can climb anything. So I'll probably have to build some more of those. That'll be fun. But thanks again. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. Of course, thank you for hanging out with me today. Glad you were here. I'll probably be in Discord a little later, just hanging out and doing some work. Other than that, that's all we got. So, bye, everybody. Do.